And that we're talking about the National Treasure Disney Plus series plus a Flight of the Navigator reboot. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Thursday, it's time to jump into some of today's big Disney Plus news. Let's kick off with the main one. Looks like we're going to be getting a brand new Disney Plus original movie based on the classic 1980s movie Flight of the Navigator, with Dallas Bryce Howard is going to be directing and producing this one. Now, this actually is one of my favourite movies as a kid. I've probably seen it like 100 times. And it's basically about a kid who ends up kind of going into a spaceship and ends up going off and travelling around the universe, coming back years later and seeing the effect that it's had on his family for being missing. However, he hasn't aged at all. Now, obviously, they might change things around in terms of the plot. They might move things around a little bit in terms of how they do it. And this is going to be coming exclusively to Disney Plus. We don't yet know when it'll be arriving. It might be a while off. The original classic movie is available on Disney Plus in the United States. It's not available in some countries because it's actually owned by another company in terms of distribution rights. Hopefully they can sort this one out and get it on there. I didn't actually realize it wasn't there, because I really want to watch this one now, because like I said, it was one of my favourite movies growing up, and the idea of Disney going back and doing this one doesn't sound too bad to me. But I'd love to know what you think of Disney doing a new Flight of the Navigator movie in the comments below. Disney Plus is also set to get a brand new series based on the National Treasure movie. According to the Diz Insider, filming is set to start in January, and we've also got a little bit more information about the plot. This upcoming Disney Plus series will explore the timely issues of identity, community, historical ownership, and patriotism, told from the point of view of a brand new main character called Jess, who is a 20-year-old dreamer who, with her diverse group of friends, sets off on an adventure of a lifetime to uncover her mysterious family history and recover lost treasure. The new information coming from the Diz Insider state that Jess is actually handed a key by a dying FBI agent, and then she is thrust into a dangerous and deadly race to find some lost treasure that is connected to her family before a corrupt billionaire beats her to it. We don't yet know when this will be arriving on Disney Plus. I'd imagine it's going to be into 2023 if they're only going to be starting to film it next year. We don't have any casting information or anything like that, so I suspect we will be finding out more about this in the coming months ahead. I'm really excited about this. I really enjoyed the National Treasure movies. Obviously, the series isn't going to include Nicolas Cage or anything like that, but for me, I'm not too worried about this one. You know, this is a kind of Indiana Jones thing where you can kind of go off and do something different with it. And why not try and kind of bring a brand new series to Disney Plus that is not Marvel or Star Wars? I think this is just, again, a new thing that Disney Plus really needs. So hopefully it'll be pretty cool. But let me know what you think of all this in the comments below. And finally, if you are a fan of Agent Carter, good news. You can now find the Agent Carter one-shot much easier on Disney Plus. Before you could have to find it, you'd have to go into Iron Man 3 and then go into the extras section and then find it in there. Now they've actually pulled it out. It's not in all countries. I know, like, for example, here in the UK, that's not happened yet, but it probably will happen elsewhere. So you can get in there and you can watch it much easier. This kind of follows with what they did with All Hail the King recently, where they released it. It makes much more sense. I really feel with the extras tab on Disney Plus, it's fine for things like bonus features that you'd find on a DVD, like a trailer or a behind the scenes or some things like that. But for things like things that are completely on their own, why do that? Why not put it separately? Or perhaps you don't even know about it and you're more likely to find it if it's on its own, whereas you wouldn't necessarily think, oh, I know what, I'm going to go through every single Marvel movie on Disney Plus into the extras section to see what's there. Most people ain't going to do that, so this one's a much better way of doing it. But anyway, let me know if you're going to be watching this Agent Carter short now you know it's on there. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember to go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in another video. Laters. I'd like to thank all of our Patreon and YouTube channel members for their support. You can become a member from as little as $2 a month and you get access to our weekly Q&A and much more.